Okay everyone, welcome back to the to the Oyster Grey Megane. We are doing a little bit of a late afternoon backyard, definitely not backyard, back road run. Car's still very cold. I've just come out here to give you guys a walk around of the car. Then we're gonna head to where we're gonna go have some fun, warm up the car on the way there, and I will see you guys along the route. Let's quickly have a look around of the car. And she is looking very pretty today, as per usual. Okay, let's get out of here and go have some fun. Yeah, so while we're on our way to our playground, I do want to take this time to quickly talk about a few things. One of the things is what constitutes a sports car. Well, I mean, for many people I'm not going to go there, I'm going to go around. That like definition of what a sports car is varies. You know, there's various different types of sports cars. You get your general coupes, your sedans, and they all have a sporty element to them. But sometimes I feel like with more modern cars coming out, you lose the essence of what a sports car is. I mean, this is a what would be probably 2012 model car, and one of the things I love about it is you got a analog gauge for both your speed. Okay, yes, I do have the extra one over here that is showing the speed digitally, but then you've also got, you know, a rev counter that is digital, and I like that. I like having dials. I don't like having huge screens. Now, do I wish this had the R-Link? Yes, I do, as my RB8 does. I do wish this car had that, but it's not the end of the world. It works fine. You can watch your YouTube video or your podcast, you can use it perfectly fine. It's got very good controls as far as the aircon goes, which we're going to turn off because it's quite cold. You know, you've got everything that you need to enjoy this car, and that's really all you could ask. It's got a sporty element to it, being, you know, the car that held the front wheel drive Nürburgring lap record. It's got that sporty element to it. I mean, really, what more could you ask for? Not much. You really couldn't ask for much. And the thing is, it's got power that you can use all the time. And how many modern sports cars can you say that? Because if you look at size of a sports car, an E46 M3 is the same size as a BMW M2, the most recent one. And I'm pretty sure the E46 is lighter. I'll put some information on screen that is a little bit more accurate to what I'm claiming. But when you think about that, that's pretty crazy that, you know, these cars have gotten so heavy, and they have. Oh, look at that, that's an E92. That is very nice. Oh, it's an E93. I nearly ended up with an E93. Before I got my Z4M, I nearly ended up with one of those. Now, you see, the thing is that why would that huge weight increase technically not make it a sports car? Why wouldn't it? So, you know, weight is never defined a sports car. Never. But there definitely is an element to balance, and it's what I talk about a lot, and it's what is balance in a car. And balance is, you know, having the ability to, you know, take the car dailying, take it on roads, and for it to be planted. This car that I'm in right now is one of the best when it comes to balance. I'm gonna put the car in sports mode quickly. You know, it's usable in every day. It's got a big boot. Okay, awkwardly shaped, yes, but it's got a big boot. It's a great type of car because it is a hot hatchback. It's not very big. It's light. Its suspension setup is perfect. It is exactly what you want when you're dealing with a sports car. You want your suspension setup to be soft but firm at the same time. But also, you want the car to be a freaking monster when you take it on back roads. And that is what this car is. It's a monster on back roads. It is an absolute demon. And of course it would be a demon. When you hold the front wheel drive lap record on the Nürburgring, of course this car is going to do well on back roads. They're just back roads at the end of the day. And I mean, you don't need to have 450 horsepower like the new M2. You can get by perfectly fine. It might even have more horsepower than that, the new M2, but you can get it on perfectly with just this amount of power that this car has, which with this tune is 300 horsepower. That's more than enough. You can get on perfectly fine with less than that. Granted, like, the more you go, the more fun it becomes, right? You know, my Z4M has 338 horsepower, and that's a lot of fun. It really is. When you push those cars, they come alive. They really do. But that doesn't mean that this car is any less because it has less horsepower. If anything, it's more balanced. And one of the complaints of a Z4M is it's like as much as it's a competitor to the Porsche Boxster, it's nowhere near as dialed in, as fluid. It's rowdy, it's aggressive, and it's going to let you know that you are driving it, or maybe the other way around, it's driving you. Now, it tends to, how do I say this? It's like a rock star performing on stage compared to a Porsche Boxster, which is more like a ballerina on stage. Now, you want a good balance between that because they each bring a different experience. Now, personally, I think that the Megane RS brings a perfect experience in that it's a little bit of ballerina, a little bit of rowdiness. I mean, if I put my foot flat in this car in first or second gear, it's gonna spin its wheels. That's that rowdiness that I'm talking about. It's a lot of fun. And that's what you want from a car. You want it to be fun. Sorry, I just need to get that out of my system. You want to be able to do things exactly like that, where it's fun accelerating, but here I am stopping perfectly fine by the stop street. I'm not saying you can't do that in other cars. Sure you can, of course. You most definitely can. We're going to do it again, by the way. It's a lot of fun to play with these cars, and they're planted through the corners. You can accelerate on the outside and keep going. That's what it's about, having fun in the car. And that's what I said, someone's balance is different to another person's balance. My balance is having fun around corners, but someone's might be, drifting around corners, for example. But mine is powering through these corners, and this is what this car was meant to do. It's not scary to put your foot flat in this car. It's an exciting moment. But I'm going to shut up now because it looks like we've got a little bit of fun ahead of us. I'm going to let you guys enjoy the ride. Okay, as soon as we get past this runner and around the corner, we'll have a little bit of fun. Slow down for the car ahead of us, but that is a lot of fun. That's why I love these cars so much. You get involved in an experience. The car's not controlling you. You're part of the car. Man, this car picks up speed quickly. I mean, how can you not enjoy that? Oh, that's so much fun. Huh. I think I was supposed to stay straight on that road. That's okay. Live and learn. Live and learn. Okay, let's stop here, catch a break. But I mean, look at how gorgeous this car is. It really is so pretty, and with such a magnificent landscape. I mean, geez. This is where you come to film nice videos. It's gorgeous. Anyways, this kind of is the break, me walking around the car. I mean, yeah, the car drives extremely well, and as I was saying, it's extremely balanced, and that's what I love about these cars, is balance. That's the main thing when you look at a car, is how balanced is it. Now, I know my Z4M is not the best example of that. This is not the most balanced car, this is more balanced, but I do love my Z4M. The S54 engine is so legendary, and yeah, maybe an E46 M3 is more balanced, will perform better on a track, but where can you get that shooting brake style car for so cheap? Get a naturally aspirated engine as well. I mean, where can you get that? You can't. Not for a decent price like a Z4M. That car is extremely underrated. But this year, in my opinion, it's the best hatch in the world. Yeah, there's other cars that are up there with this, but this right here is the best in my opinion. You cannot beat its performance. You really cannot. But besides performance, I'm going to take you guys for a spin around here, a spin down the road, and I will end the video there. Yeah, let's hop back in, do one last pull, and say goodnight for now. Good night, because it is quite late. I guess goodbye is more appropriate. We'll say goodbye for now. Hard on the brakes up to the stop street. Around the corner, around the next corner, come on. Lots of fun. I mean, where can you find this? You can't, not for this price. The performance of one of these cars is absolutely mind-boggling, especially one that's been tuned like this. Mind-boggling, it's so much fun. I mean, I wasn't even in sports mode there. That was just standard. So that was the base power of this car. The way the Renault Megane RS works is when you hit sports mode, it changes the engine mapping to give you all of the power available. So I was running at a stock 250 over there, not even at the 300, and that car, it pulls. Oh my goodness, this is so much fun. You really cannot go wrong with a car like this. It is just simply magnificent to be able to just perform the way it does. It's incredible. Okay, here we are at our final stop at an engine. No, with this car taking up 2 parking spots. Oh, a little bath, very nice. Sounds very good as well, surprisingly. Anyways, yeah, taking up 2 parking spots in classic BMW driver fashion. And yeah, car goes amazingly, roads are fun. I mean, what more could you ask for? Anyways, I'm going to end the video here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Not too sure what we're going to be doing, but we'll figure it out in that video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!